Morning. It's Mrs. Ross from Glenwood Elementary. It's Friday. I think it's May 15th. I know it's Friday. So happy Friday, everyone. So this week we've been talking about how to deal with stress and anxiety. So let's get ready. I'm going to go ahead and let's do our mindful moment to begin with. So remember, we're inhaling and exhaling through our nose. And if you have allergies like I do right now, if you need to exhale through your mouth, that's okay too. So get in your comfortable spot. If you want to sit on the floor, crisscross applesauce, do that. If you want to sit in a chair, what I want you to do is relax your shoulders and put your hands on your knees. Look down and close your eyes if you feel comfortable closing your eyes. If you don't feel comfortable closing your eyes, just look down. All right, so ready? So when we get ready to breathe, here's what I want you to think about. What have you done this week to help you get rid of the worry or stress that maybe you've been holding on to? Because, I think that's one of the things that we're learning is that it doesn't help us. It doesn't help us stay healthy if we hold on to that stress or worry. So it's our job to figure out what to do to get rid of it. All right, so you ready? Let's inhale. 1, 2, 3. Hold it. And exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm sure you guys noticed that I'm counting really slow. And that's very important. My friend, Miss Price, introduced a new breathing yesterday. I was doing a Zoom call with her, and that's what we were talking about, is that you inhale like I do a count of 3, and I'm slow, but I'm really slow on my exhale, because really you should be breathing out twice as long as you're breathing in. All right, so you ready? Inhale. 1, 2, 3. Hold it. And exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, I'm going to watch you this time. So, ready? Inhale. And exhale. All right, if you'll slowly sit up, open your eyes. Okay. So again, remember, we do our mindful moments. It gets us ready to learn, helps us hopefully be in our upstairs brain so we can focus. And I'm hoping that throughout this whole time, I think it's been 8 weeks that we've doing virtual school, that you have been really practicing this breathing, because again, breathing is free and it's one of the easiest ways to help us calm down. So I'm going to share a story today. It's called When My Worries Get Too Big. And this is by Carl Dunn-Buren. And it's a relaxation book for children who live with anxiety, because that's something we're talking about being anxious. And what we need to do to deal with it. Okay, I'll show you the illustration and then I'm going to read. Sometimes kids have worries, but they also have things they're really good at. I know the names of all the kids in my class. So he's really good at knowing everybody, but evidently he has worries. What's something that you're really good at? And then maybe what's something that you really worry about? When I'm thinking about my favorite things, I am so relaxed. My worries are at a 1 or 2. I always do a scale with my boys and girls, and we talk about that. Where are we? How are we feeling? So when he's doing his favorite things, this week I did one of my favorite things as our segment. I went and joined some friends cooking. So that's a favorite thing, a hobby of mine. I like to cook. So, tell me, what is your favorite thing to do? And that does help. Get your mind off things. All right. When I know what is going to happen, or I really like what I'm doing, I'm most definitely at a 1 or 2. And you know what? This time right now, it's not knowing. There's a lot of anxiety for even grown-ups, because we're just not sure what's going to happen. Now, look at his face. That's one of the things that we talk about, is we need to notice how people are feeling. But sometimes I worry too much, like when I first get on the bus and I don't know where to sit. So the fear of the unknown. Oh, look at his face this time. When I worry too much, my worries are at a 4. Sometimes a 4 makes my stomach hurt. You know how we talked about that we notice how our body's feeling? So when he says his stomach hurts when he worries too much. Sometimes I worry way too much, like when I think I'm going to recess and it gets canceled. Like right now for us, school got canceled. So for some of us, that's a big worry because some of us love school. This might make me scream or even hit someone. This is a 5. Now my worries are too big. Now, I know my Glenwood Dragons know this. When our worries are way, way too big and we don't think we can problem solve them themselves, is it okay to ask for help? Most definitely. So what's something that you think might be a big worry for you right now that you probably need to be talking to a grown-up? All right, so this is when I need to fight back. First, I can squeeze my hands together. So look, he's showing you a coping strategy. So remember how we talked about putting pressure? So look, he is squeezing his hands. Let's see if that works for him. Oh, now I can take 3 really slow, deep breaths. Slow in, slow out, slow in, slow out, slow in, slow out. So we use the word inhale and exhale, and they're saying slow in, slow out. But guess what? They mean the same thing. So he has squeezed his hands together. He's breathing. What are we going to do next? What do you think? Then I can sit down, rub my legs, and close my eyes. Now I feel more like a 3 or 2. Did you know that doing that can help calm you down as well? I can think about happy things like my dog or my stuffed lion or our family cabin in the summer. Now I'm at a 1. So what's something that maybe you're at a 5, you're out of sorts, that can bring you down to a 1? Think about that. What's something that you like to do? Maybe you're just so out of it, but if you do these things, because you notice, let's think about the sequence of things. He was really upset. He did his hands together, squeezed them really tight, and then let them go. And then what did he do second? I think he was breathing, right? So he was breathing, and then he started thinking about, I think, his happy thoughts, because he was thinking about when he was thinking his happy thoughts. He was squeezing, he was breathing. Oh no, before his happy thoughts, what did he do with his hands and his legs? He rubbed them. There's something about taking your hands and rubbing your knees, your legs. It helps, that contact helps. And then it was his happy thoughts. I got those confused. All right. So let's talk about some other things we can do. So we did those things, and I was asking you to think, I challenge my boys and girls all the time. You need to have 2 strategies up there in that invisible toolbox at all times. Some that may be in a place where you have extra tools, or some where, oh, I don't have any tools out, or I'm outside my yard, or I'm at somebody else's house. So we all need to have that toolbox ready. It says you can do other things to help you relax. You can go for a walk, go to your bedroom, or go to a safe place. Now at school, at Glenwood, we all have a Dragon's Den, and I know there are other schools, they have a safe place too. They don't call theirs Dragon Den, so different names, but it's our safe place that we say to boys and girls, we know that sometimes we have uncomfortable feelings or we have big emotions, and it's okay to go somewhere to self-regulate. That's important. It's a huge skill that we all need to be able to do. All right, now let's look at this fella. So notice I was showing you different pictures, and you saw how upset he got because you could tell by his facial expression. It says, here I am, relaxed and ready to work. I'm at a 1, feeling good and feeling proud. I am awesome. So that's something I want you to think about. Think about your stress level. Think about what gets you to that high level 5 where you're so stressed, and then have a plan. What is your calming sequence that's going to help you get rid of those worries, because that's very important for us. All right, so I'm going to share this. I saw this last night, and I was like, oh, I'm going to share this. This is things you can do when you are anxious. So I want you to listen up. I'm going to read off some things, and then I want you to decide on at least 2 that you're going to try today. And then a lot of them are pretty simple. All right, so things you can do when you're anxious. Stand up straight. Huh, that's interesting. Talk to a friend. Stretch. Meditate. Control your breathing. Focus on right now, so just being present. Write it out. We've talked about journaling before. Smell lavender oil. Use a calming visualization, and that's like having something that you look at, and then you go through the sequence. And then just relabel what's happening. You talk it in your head and go, let's see. Okay, I'm feeling really angry right now, and go through what's happening and decide, do I need to be at that 5? Listening to calming music. Get a glass of cold water, or go for a brisk walk. Or you could do this. You could play the 5-5-5 game. Name 5 things you see, list 5 things you hear, and move 5 body parts. So there are several things that you can do. So if you notice, the biggest thing is we have to choose to do something. We can't just sit and let all the stuff go around in our head and do nothing. Because if you do nothing, nothing changes. So we have to put stuff in our head, have that toolbox ready, and go, okay, I'm feeling a little stressed right now. I've got a little anxiety here. And then choose to use those coping skills that we've talked about. It is up to us, all of us, because at some time or other, all of us get a little anxious about things, or a little stressed. That's just normal. But what's not okay is us to stay there. We have to figure out what are the strategies that we can do to help us. So we are in that upstairs brain. And you know what? My friend, Sophia, shared a video. She's learning about that we don't have to stay stressed. So Sophia, I just want to say you did a great job on that video. I learned a lot, and I'm glad to know that you've been listening. I hope that you guys have a wonderful weekend. It is going to be beautiful weather. Definitely time to get outside and have fun, get exercise, spend time with your family. We're nearing the down stretch, and I want everybody to stay safe, because you know, when we're healthy, we get plenty of rest and we get plenty of exercise. Guess what? The stress level goes down. So that's a way we can control things. When we stay up late watching movies, we play video games all day, we don't eat healthy, it's easier to have high anxiety and stress. So take care of your bodies. You know, Miss McIntyre would tell you that. Make sure you do that, because they're all intertwined. So, and I want to hear those things. So next week for Glenwood, we're celebrating Spirit Week. So boys and girls, be looking for that information. We're just celebrating being a Glenwood Dragon and doing some fun things as families together. And then I believe on Friday, we have at Glenwood a virtual field day. So that's a great way to get rid of stress. So I'm looking forward to seeing photos and videos that you guys are taking. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and look forward to seeing you next week.